I believe in evolution, yes. So I believe, that there is no God. Evolution is the answer.
Like a person, like floating in the sky. I feel more like, almost like it's a goal inside of myself to find that place.
I have more of a scientific approach to things. So if it's the scientific evidence, I believe in the sun, I see the sun, it exists, I feel it, I know it's there. With God, it feels a little different because it's all just kind of stories in a book.
Where do we come from? How does it happen? That's really a question that we as humans will probably never find the answer to. Nobody really knows.
For me personally, if there was like scientific evidence of the existence of God, I would probably be a believer at that point. I would have no reason to deny it.
When you're at the grocery store and you see a magazine that says, Bigfoot stole my baby, you don't take that seriously. But a lot of the arguments that are presented to young people today have about as much substance as a tabloid. We're here in Phoenix on a stop on the God's Not Dead tour. We've come to Arizona State University primarily because it's the largest university in America. We have been taking this theme of the existence of God and the proof for that to campuses around the world.
I don't really believe in God, no. I would consider myself an agnostic, leaning towards atheism, just because I have no empirical evidence that can prove it to me.
The university campus historically is the place where people are making the decisions about what they're going to believe. They're reevaluating their maybe upbringing and what they thought was true. Now they've come into the free market of ideas, a shopping mall of philosophy and religion.
I was raised religiously. I grew up in a Christian household, non-denominational, went to church pretty much my entire life up until I moved out to go to college about 4 years ago. And that was when I initially studied science. As I moved out, I started to do investigations on my own and came to the conclusion that I can't necessarily say that without a shadow of a doubt there's nothing out there, but I don't think there is.
What a joy to tell people that God's not dead, that the evidence for God is overwhelming, and to share that evidence and to watch people, maybe for the first time, hear something that is evidence.
So let's give it up for Dr. Rice Brooks as he comes.
Give it up. So what we're asking tonight is this simple question. Whatever your motive is for being here, will you be willing to follow the evidence wherever it leads?
What I realized is that belief in God is not just irrational, but the evidence is overwhelming. And as Dr. Brooks will talk about, belief in the resurrection of Jesus is absolutely overwhelming. And in fact, the reason that people deny the faith is not because of the evidence, but in spite of it.
And so we have this remarkable situation in which our physical universe springs into being from nothing, prepared for the existence of embodied intelligent life. And these, I think, serve as signposts of transcendence, pointing beyond the physical universe to its ground in a transcendent creator and designer of the cosmos.
Make a decision on this tonight. Don't just let this become some kind of thing that you just say, well, I've got more questions. At some point, maybe God has a question for you. You've got a lot for him. What if he has one for you? What if it's, what are you going to do about what you know so far?
I think first and foremost, he's alive in me, and then we have evidence, as we saw tonight.
There was a time in my life where I was really depressed and didn't have meaning or purpose. And I found that meaning and purpose, and I want other people to find it and know it as well. God's not dead.
God's not dead.
Absolutely not. God is not dead.
He's living in the inside of me. I hope he's living on the inside of you. And if he's not, you got an opportunity. That's why we do it.
tremendous challenge, all this gathering of humanity in this valley of the sun. So to come here at this time and to present the evidence for God, especially in a spectacular setting where the evidence should be clear, the designer's handprints or fingerprints,